Yo, what's up Cowboys Nation and NFL fans all around the world? Welcome back to the channel. And man, oh man, do we have some massive breaking news to talk about today. I hope you're sitting down because the Dallas Cowboys just made one of the most eye-opening defensive moves of the entire offseason, and it might be the key that unlocks their full Super Bowl potential in 2025. That's right, CJ Mosley, the veteran linebacker and longtime captain of the New York Jets defense, has officially signed with the Dallas Cowboys, and this move could immediately reshape the entire identity of Dan Quinn's, or now Mike Zimmer's, defensive unit. We're not just talking about a solid addition here, we're talking about a proven, battle-tested, high IQ linebacker with years of elite experience stepping into a unit that's been on the cusp of greatness for the past few seasons but hasn't quite found that missing piece. That veteran presence in the middle to tie everything together. Now let's break this thing down and talk about why this is such a big deal, what it means for the Cowboys' chances this year, and what we can expect from Mosley as he transitions into that star-studded Dallas defense. So, first off, for those who might not have followed his career too closely, though, if you're a football head, you definitely have. CJ Mosley is not just another name. He was a first-round draft pick by the Baltimore Ravens in 2014, and he made an instant impact. From day one, he was flying around the field, stuffing the run, dropping back in coverage, and calling plays like a seasoned vet. He earned 4 Pro Bowl selections with the Ravens and was considered one of the smartest and most complete linebackers in the league before injuries slowed him down. After 5 years in Baltimore, he signed a massive contract with the New York Jets, where he was expected to be the cornerstone of their rebuild. And despite some injury-riddled seasons, including missing almost 2 full years, Mosley came back strong, recording over 150 tackles in multiple seasons, including a 168-tackle campaign that reminded everyone just how dominant he could still be when healthy. He's known for his intelligence, leadership, and ability to command a defense, not just make plays, but get everyone else lined up and in position. That's the kind of presence Dallas has lacked in the middle since the Sean Lee days. Now, for the Cowboys, this signing is not just about adding depth or plugging a temporary hole. This is about transforming the core of the defense. Over the past few seasons, Dallas has leaned heavily on explosive edge pressure, with Micah Parsons wreaking havoc and DeMarcus Lawrence anchoring the line, but one consistent weakness has been defending the run, especially up the middle. We saw it in critical moments in playoff games. Late season matchups, teams were able to run right at them and control the pace of the game. CJ Mosley immediately changes that. He brings gap discipline, tackle consistency, and the kind of football instincts that help sniff out a run before it even begins. And let's be real, this defense has had issues with communication in the second and third levels, especially when things get hectic. With Mosley in the middle, calling plays, that entire structure gets an upgrade. He's a field general. And that's huge for guys like Damone Clark and DeMarvion Overshown, who are still developing and need that veteran leadership around them to truly maximize their potential. For Micah Parsons, this is an underrated benefit. It means Parsons can be unleashed even more, lining up off the edge, blitzing inside, dropping into coverage, because he doesn't have to shoulder the burden of leadership in the same way. He can focus on creating chaos, knowing that Mosley is there behind him, keeping things organized. Now, I know what some fans are thinking. Mosley is 32 going on 33, and he's had his fair share of injuries. That's a fair concern, but context matters. Last season, Mosley was still performing at a high level when healthy, and he played the majority of the year. His injury history includes some frustrating setbacks, like that groin issue early in his Jets tenure that kept him out nearly an entire season, but over the past 2 seasons, he's shown he still has juice in the tank. And we're not asking him to be an every-down 100% snap linebacker anymore. Dallas has the depth to rotate and keep him fresh, especially with younger guys ready to take on more snaps as needed. What matters here is impact per snap, and if Mosley can give the Cowboys even 75% of his prime level play, that's still a massive addition. He brings toughness, discipline, and football intelligence you can't teach. And don't forget the locker room effect. This is a guy who's been through battles, who commands respect, and who raises the standard around him. For a team that's trying to finally get over that playoff hump, that veteran poise is invaluable. Another key angle here is how this changes the Cowboys' defensive flexibility. With Mosley in the mix, Mike Zimmer or whoever's running the defense this season can dial up more complex looks. You've now got Mosley patrolling the middle, allowing more disguised blitzes, more nickel and dime creativity, and even freeing up safeties like Donovan Wilson or Malik Hooker to play more aggressively. You can mix in Micah as a stand-up rusher or hybrid linebacker, throw in Jabril Cox on passing downs, and suddenly you've got a defense with versatility and veteran stability. And if Overshown returns strong from his injury later in the season, that only adds to the depth. Think of this move like installing a stabilizer in the middle of a structure. You're reinforcing the foundation so the rest of the pieces can move with more freedom. And let's talk playoff readiness. The Cowboys haven't made it past the divisional round in decades, and part of that is mental toughness and leadership in critical moments. Mosley brings playoff DNA. He's played in huge games with Baltimore, he's faced the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Steelers. He knows what it takes to win at the highest level. This isn't just a guy who racks up tackles in meaningless regular season games. He's made clutch stops, forced fumbles, and gotten teammates fired up in playoff atmospheres. When the lights get bright, Mosley won't blink. And that kind of presence spreads through a locker room. Younger players start to play with more confidence, guys trust the man next to them, and that cohesion becomes the edge in those tight postseason battles. Financially, this deal is reportedly team-friendly, a one-year incentive-laden contract that gives the Cowboys maximum flexibility. That's smart business. If Mosley delivers, you get a high-impact veteran for cheap. If not, you're not tied down for multiple years. It's a classic win-win scenario. And for Mosley himself, it's a perfect opportunity. He gets to join a contending team with national spotlight, a fan base hungry for a title, and a chance to cement his legacy as a key veteran contributor on a Super Bowl run. Don't underestimate how motivated Mosley will be. After all those years with the Jets, grinding through rebuild after rebuild, this might be his best chance at a ring. Cowboys fans, this is the kind of move we've been waiting for. We've seen the flashy skilled player signings, the big contract extensions, the splashy draft picks, but this is the gritty, smart, veteran move that championship teams make. You look at every recent Super Bowl winner and you'll see guys like this, savvy defenders with experience who can get your defense off the field on third and short, or line everyone up when the offense goes no huddle. The Cowboys just got that guy. Is he the flashiest name? No. Is he the biggest, fastest linebacker in the league anymore? Maybe not. But is he still effective, tough, and smart as hell? Absolutely. And in a locker room full of young studs and rising stars, you need someone who's been through the fire to show them how to finish what they start. So, the big question now is how far can this Cowboys defense go with Mosley in the mix? Is this the piece that elevates them to a top 3 unit in the league? Are we talking NFC Championship, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance? Let me know what you think in the comments because I want to hear from you. Was this the right move? Are you worried about his age, or do you think the leadership and experience outweigh that? Smash that like button if you're hyped about this signing. Make sure to subscribe for more breaking Cowboys updates and NFL news. And ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single moment of what's shaping up to be an unforgettable season. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Go Cowboys!